beautiful day, December 19th here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How's the last few days been for you since we last seen you?
Good. I think I saw some of you Monday maybe in Atlanta, and you know, just steady progress. Just steady progress, and you know, we've spent a lot of time working on Clemson, the first part of this thing, and you know, really started to transition today, and then to the next 2 days will really pretty much just be all Clemson versus LSU, and really try to you know, get dialed in, hone in on what we're going to do, and try to button up the game plans as if we were going to play on Saturday. So. You know, because obviously you don't really want to spend a lot of time game planning when you get to the bowl site. You want to really be locked in on what you're going to do, and spend that week really just getting precision down and you know, sharpening up your execution and just studying the plan. So that's kind of where we are, and you know, guys have responded well, practiced hard. We put them in some adverse situations, and you know, they've pushed through pretty good.
A couple guys been saying you guys have really been, sticking it to them, making them physical practices.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've tried to create what they're going to see in this game. I mean, this is just like you get ready to play a triple option team. You've got to present what you're going to see from week to week the best you can. And this team we're playing, their style of play is by far the most physical of any team we've seen in quite a while. So we've tried to do the very best we can to prepare our guys for that and look forward to it.
What makes them so good? I mean, is it because they don't do anything flashy on offense? Is it a combination of just their talent, their personnel, their execution, their consistency?
Yeah. Well, they're all of that. I mean, they've got a system that's been in place for 8 years that obviously they recruit to. They're a team that's located in a state where they really just kind of select who they want. That allows them to have great depth. I mean, they'll play 4 or 5 running backs, and they're all 230, 220. I mean, and they're all fast, and they were all great players in high school, and they're huge up front. And the quarterback doesn't get the credit that he deserves for throwing the ball. He can throw the football. I mean, it's just more a style of play that they're committed to, but he can throw the ball. Now, in the latter part of the season, they've loosened it up and thrown a little bit more, threw for 300 yards on Alabama. So they certainly are very capable in all aspects, very talented outside, but just the combination of great defense, really believing in their system and recruiting to their system, developing their players, depth, and good coaching. So I mean, it's just a combination of all that. And, they're as good a team as there is in the country at what they do. So we're going to have to play well, and it's a great opportunity for us. It's a great measuring opportunity for where we want to be. That's where we want our program to be. We want to get to where you've got 8 years of sustained success and competing for your conference championship and competing for the national championship, and recruiting at a high level and developing your players. Coach Miles has done a great job, that whole staff. So, you look at the guys that they've got on defense, the guys up front, they're top 10 defense. And this is our 3rd one we've seen. And just kind of take the name off the jersey. They look the same. They're fast, tough, they're athletic, they attack you on the outside, and they got depth. They just roll a guy in there. And so it's a really good team for all of those reasons. But we're a good football team too, and we're a team that I think is on our way to being one of those type programs. We're proud of the consistency that we've developed the last few years. We're back-to-back 10-win seasons. There's only 11 teams in the country that have done that. LSU's one of them. That's a pretty good group to be in. It's not easy to do. We got, I think, what have we been ranked, like 28 or 29 weeks? 28 weeks in a row. There's only 5 or 6 teams that have done that.
I think there's 6.
6 teams. So that's consistency. LSU's one of them, 6. So is Clemson. So we're not quite where LSU is yet. They got a little bit of a head start on us, but but I think we've closed the gap, and we're making great progress. And so this is an opportunity to kind of measure that progress and go up against a team again that's playing for all the marbles last year, and literally just maybe a play away from playing for it this year. So we look forward to that. Our guys are excited about it. I think it's something that our fans are excited about, and I think a lot of just football fans are excited about. It's a good matchup. It's kind of an intriguing matchup. So excited about it, look forward to it, and we're going to play well.
With finals over, do you know of any players under Martavius that academic situations?
I don't. I probably won't know that until, what is today? Wednesday?
Friday.
I'll know by Friday. When do I see y'all again?
Friday.
Friday. Well, I'll know by Friday.
You feel good though?
I do. I mean, you never really know. I mean, there may be a guy or two. I don't know. There's a couple of guys on the borderline going in, and I don't anticipate any of our starters not being available. But you just never know until you get the results back. Injury-wise, we're in pretty good shape. Breland is out. He's just not going to be able to go, and I think they're going to try to go in and do a little surgery on him and clean him up tomorrow, I believe. They're doing that, so hopefully we can kind of get him well. Just tried to nurse him back, but it just wasn't coming like we wanted to. So, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape. David Beasley kind of rolled his ankle yesterday. We practiced today, but he should be fine another day or so.
All set?
Just one last thing, I guess. What did it mean for you to see Danny win that Courage Award today? Kind of recognize the season he's had and what he's done with you guys.
Well, I think that's really neat. Just kind of further recognizes what he's done and recognizes the perseverance that he's portrayed, and the fact that people have gained inspiration from his story. Just like I have, just like his teammates have, and it's really kind of neat to see this young man and think about really where he was a few years ago to where he is now. Not only fulfilling a dream of going to coming and getting accepted in a major school like Clemson, but then also being able to be on the team, have an opportunity to play, being honored at Military Appreciation Day. I mean, it's just been really kind of almost like a movie script for him, and then to be honored and recognized by the Discover Orange Bowl, I just think that's even more special.
Is Breland's deal, was it a groin? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of his groin, ab area, and I think they're going to do.
It's the same injury Jenkins had.
Similar to what Jenkins had. Yeah, very similar, as a matter of fact. Although Jenkins did his in high school, and he had that problem in high school and kind of battled through it and get a little bit better, and then he battled through it, and he just never really was 100%. And that's why we just finally said, you know what, let's just put him on the shelf, let's get it fixed and get him well, redshirted. He looks good, by the way. Jenkins is flying around out there and practicing great. It's good to see him back out on the field. Darius is close. He's not back practicing yet, but he's not far away from that. Probably another couple of weeks or so, he probably would be able to get back out there and start working. But it's been a thin year in that secondary, that's for sure. With Martin Jenkins and Darius Robinson being out as long as he's been out. Breland has been limited for quite a while, but we'll get them all healthy. We'll get them all back. And the positive is we've gotten to really get a lot of experience for Gary and Cortez. And all these guys are young players. We're only going to have one senior next year, Darius, and he's played a lot of football. And now adding some experience to Cortez and Gary, who I think are improving players. Getting a healthy a healthy Breland back, a healthy Martin Jenkins back, who is probably as big a loss as anybody this year. To go with the guys, redshirt and go Hagan, Robert Smith, I think, is ready to take another step. Travis Blanks moving back to safety, and then we're going to sign a really good group of DBs in this class that I think will be able to help us.
Has there been a common denominator with the injuries? Because it seems like there's been more groin type injuries this year.
No, you know, from year to year, you know, you have different things. Sometimes there can be a trend for whatever reason, but not really. You know, we had Justin Parker's was a different type of deal. His was more a sports hernia, and Jenkins had the osteitis pubitis or something is the actual technical term that they had to go in and do some type of release with. They did it down in Charleston, I believe, and then similar injury that Breland's had. But again, Martin came here with that type of injury and it just hasn't just not really gotten better.
Off the top of your head, from the JVs that you've gotten to see the last several days, any of those guys are really jumping out at you?
None of them that I'm gonna comment on, but they're all doing a good job. I mean, it's been good. We scrimmaged today with them, you know, just letting them play, letting them go compete. You know, it's quality work for those guys, and just hearing our voices in a different way, the teaching, getting back to thinking about Clemson as opposed to, you know, whoever the team of the week is. I think that's been good for them, and just, you know, and getting all the other guys gone, you know, and not having that extra pressure of, you know, your teammate out there watching you. It's just kind of the JV guys going at it, and it's been good. It's always good. You know, we got some good young talent on this team that, you know, a bunch of these guys will help us next year, and several of them will end up having great careers. Don't have any doubt about it.
All set?